name's Cecily, by the way, and my family runs a dairy. So we have a small dairy. It's not very big. We usually only milk like at the most 4 cows is what we've done, and we really like it because we make a lot of different products. Like we make yogurt and butter, and we have cream and milk and skim milk, and it's a little bit of everything.
I'm 16 and I work at Chick-fil-A currently. Right now I am a trainer at Chick-fil-A, I work in the front of house, so I'm the one usually teaching other people how to do stuff. The back of house, I don't work there, but they're the ones who make all the food.
So, I've been working for the past like 3 years of my life. I started off working in food industry because I thought that it would be fun, and I've kind of stuck with it ever since. Right now, I'm working over at Firehouse Subs. Kind of everyone like in the general Idaho vicinity, like Pocatello, Pocatello, Ammon, and Utah Avenue. Those 3 stores are the main ones that I work at. I am a shift leader there at the moment, which is slightly below management, and so far I enjoy it. It's pretty fun, keeps me on my toes, and gives me something to do during the daytimes.
We got a cow like when I was younger, and we started milking it. We just milked it and we drink it for ourselves. But then we started to realize we have way too much to drink out for ourselves. So we decided to start selling it, and then we just kept getting more cows, and we like our cows, so we just started selling it more and more.
So, my brother worked there before I did, and he said he had a lot of fun working there, so I decided to apply. I just texted the number. We are hiring. We do have a sticker on the door that has a QR code that you just apply through there. So I applied through there, and then a day or so later, I got a message asking to come in for an interview. Yeah, and so I went through the interview, and then after that, I was hired.
So when I first started off, it was a pretty slow and steady process. They had just barely clean swept through all of their management due to some issues that were falling out. And so I just had to show that I was able to hold the responsibility of management and be able to keep up with every other task that was going on. And they ended up promoting me up because of the fact they saw potential in me. And here I am now.
Well, there are some things like we've always had animals since I was pretty much 8. And so like we had bottle calves and stuff that we would raise, and then we would just eat them as meat, and then we eventually went to getting milk. But we know a lot more about like cows and how they work. And so we can do a lot of treatment ourselves when they're like sick. But back when we started, we really didn't know anything.
I would definitely recommend spreading around. So don't just put all your hopes in one job, put it in many jobs. That would be nice. And I would also recommend learn more about the place that you want to work beforehand. A lot of what I know is from my brother. He told me a lot about it, and that's why I knew I wanted to work there, because that was the kind of workplace I would like to get into.
I'd say if you're going and starting off, especially if you're getting your first job, don't go in with a mindset of you're just going in to get paid. Go into the mindset of you're going to be going in to learn stuff, learning new things, new social skills, new communication skills, so on and so forth. Just go in as if it is a learning opportunity rather than just a job to get paid. And also take every experience that you can get with a positive outlook on it instead of just going automatically negative. Like if a guest complains or if you get criticism from management, just take it as a learning experience of how you can further develop yourself to handle situations like that.
We love to work outside. We love the animals. It's a great lifestyle to grow up in, having the responsibility of animals. We all own something. Even my little sister, she is 12 right now, or 11. She's somewhere around there. And she owns her own cow. And my sister right below me, she owns a couple cows and a horse and a whole bunch of different animals.
As I said earlier, my brother, he worked there, and we're very similar in our personality and stuff. And he said he really liked it and that it's a really fun place to work. And so I decided, you know what, I'm going to give this a try. If I don't get it, I'll wait a couple years, maybe try again. But it's just more the type of people and the type of job it is that I really want.
Chose to work there because of the fact I had heard great things about the food and I had never been there personally. And I have this really bad habit of if I ever want to try food at a place, I have to be the one who makes it. So I decided to apply there. I worked there, made my own food, and I've stuck there ever since. Been there for about going on 10, 11 months now.
So what's the best thing to eat there then?
Ooh, in my opinion, something that I've been sticking with is a Cajun chicken bacon salad.
It's a really hard balance, and I've actually really struggled a lot. And because like it's really hard to, especially I'm working more than just the dairy with jobs, so it's hard to find time to do the school and to get to work and decide which is the priority and which is when I do it and stuff like that. And then I have chores at home, and it can be hard to balance it. But you just kind of just gotta decide what time is coming, because like I know that every morning we have chores and every night we have chores. So I can kind of carve out that time and say that time is for chores. And then I know what days I'm going to work other places. And so I can say those are my days. And then on the days that I have that, I just work hard. And then sometimes I work late, sometimes I work early. It just kind of depends on the day and the week.
So I have my one permanent day off, which is Tuesday, mainly because that's when all my meetings are. And I have a constant schedule. I usually just work during the day. So after work, I'll work on school for a little bit. And then the rest of the day I have just for video games and stuff.
Something I normally do, especially if I'm working a longer shift, like 10 to 14 hour long shift, I will have a little bit, like 30 minutes or so, that I will just take to do some of my assignments, whether it be on a laptop or so on and so forth. And I'll just get through like 2 or 3, turn them in, and move on with the rest of my day and do some more after I get home.
Well, the nice thing about working with our family is that we all live together. We all pretty much know everything about each other. So we're all just, we work together. We know how each other works, and it's easy to get things done that way. We know what strengths and weaknesses people have. Because like my little brother and sister, they can't do some things that me and my older sister can because me and my sister right below me can, because we're a little bit bigger and stronger, and we can do other things that they can't. But they can do some of the smaller jobs that we have kind of upgraded from. And now we can do those bigger jobs.
So one of the biggest ones is you're working with a lot of different people who had different points of views and different ways that they believe you should do stuff. And so it's really important that you are able to compromise with them and, just work with them the best of your ability so you don't create conflict. A good thing is also they've got different points of view. So if you have a problem, there are so many different people you can ask for help and they can help.
It's pretty difficult, as I said earlier, about the whole people going into a new job, especially if it's their first, going in with a just getting paid sort of thing, because there's a lot of it's very lackluster. A lot of your team members will come in with a negative attitude, just wanting to be there and get out, if that makes sense. So maneuvering around that to make it so that morale doesn't depreciate at all is something that I've found is a little bit of a struggle sometimes. But the benefit of being able to manage around that, it makes it so the work environment is a lot more accepting and open for others of different backgrounds, different ideals, so on and so forth.
I don't know. I guess if people have any questions, I'm willing to answer. My mom runs most of it. We do chores in the morning. Me and my sister, oftentimes we go down alone and do chores, and we milk the cows and we feed the cows. And it usually takes about like an hour. But my mom does all like the making, and she makes like the yogurt and everything like that.
And do you sell it like to a business or to like the farmer's market, or how do you guys earn money from it?
We sell it ourselves. So our business name is Cow Hill Family Farm. And so we kind of just sell it like that. So like we have the products in our fridge, and then people text and say, hey, I want this. And So we make it for them, and then you can pick it up at our house, or we do deliveries to the biggest town close to us. So we do go there 3 times a week. It's only like 15 minutes away, and we go in there and people just come and pick it up. We keep it in coolers, and then we just do that. Long time, we want to have a little store, but we haven't got to that point yet.
Well, I can say for sure, Chick-fil-A is not for everyone. You have to be a very specific type of person, and you have to be very willing to put in the work to survive there. It's very busy all the time, and you have to really give up a lot to work there.